Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Martin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to actually start investing, where to go to invest, and how you can grow your money, when to put in your money, when to take it out, and all that stuff. So to get started, I recommend using an app like Robinhood to start investing.
Whoa, hey.
Now, I know there's a bunch of stuff in the news about how crazy and not good Robinhood is for a bunch of reasons, and I understand why it's not maybe a good app for some experienced investors.
I think you'll agree that this department could use a little leadership.
The kamikaze!
But I think it's an absolutely amazing app for anybody that's just getting started. Now, the issues in the media surrounding Robinhood at the moment are mostly for people that are investing large amounts of money.
And your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
That are, super experienced, maybe day trading, things like that. And that's all stuff that I don't think anybody that's watching this video should worry about. Robinhood is a super simple, fun app to use to kind of figure everything out, slowly get into investing and understand how investing works. So based on my last video, we were talking about investing in things such as the S&P 500, index funds, things like that. I'm going to start this video off by teaching you guys how to actually make a Robinhood account.
Finally!
And hopefully get started with your investing. So the first step is I'm going to have you guys go down in the description, click on that little link, and it's going to send you straight to a website where you can download Robinhood. Using that link will actually get you guys one free stock valued up to $1,400. Go ahead into the description, tap on that link, and go to the download screen. You'll see a button that says claim your free stock at the bottom. You're going to click that, and then click the next green button. You'll be greeted with a screen that asks you to enter which country you reside in. After that, you're going to enter your email, and then it'll have you create a password for your account. Then you're going to go through and enter your first and last name, your phone number, and then after that, your date of birth. And then it's going to have you type in your address. Now, once you start typing it in, there'll be a drop-down menu that can help you out figure out which one it is. I recommend using one of those because writing it all out sometimes is not a super accurate way of doing it. After that, you can enter if you live in an apartment or a unit of some sort, or if not, you can always skip this. And then it's going to ask you which country you have your citizenship in. So if you live in America, you're an American citizen, type in US. And then now the personal part. You're going to enter your social. Now, Robinhood is super safe about this. It's all fully encrypted, so none of your information is being sold or hacked or anything like that. It's a very safe way to do this. So go ahead, enter your social. That'll prompt you to the next page. It's going to ask you a couple questions. The first one is how much investing experience you have. If you're watching this video, it's probably none. And then it's going to ask you if you are employed. If you're employed, it's going to ask you for your employer and then your job title. And then the next couple questions, if you have to enter yes, you probably would know if you had to enter yes. So for most people, this is going to be no, and then it's going to prompt you to log into your bank account. So by logging into your bank account, you're allowed to link it to your checking account specifically and then pull money out of there. Now, you don't have to start off with a huge amount. You can always start off with a little bit and grow your way up. And that's totally what I recommend doing. So if you followed my instructions in the last video, you would have already been keeping some sort of paper trail of which stocks you want to buy, what it would look like growth-wise if you were to buy a stock like that. And now that you're starting off using actual money, I recommend using little by little, like I just said. So now that you're in the Robinhood app, you can start going through investing in certain stocks. Now, one of the reasons I love recommending Robinhood specifically is that you can do something called investing fractional shares. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to use the same example, Tesla. It is currently $858 on the dot. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to invest $858 into one stock. So what you can do is when you go into buy, you can actually enter in a certain dollar amount instead of actually investing the full stock. This feature was not actually available when I started investing, but a little bit after it came out and it helped me out a lot. I could invest in huge companies that I couldn't afford one share of and just invest little by little in. So now that we know how to make an account, how to actually buy stocks, let's talk about which stocks you should buy. One of my favorite ETFs to tell people to invest in is actually the Vanguard S&P 500. It goes under the ticker symbol VOO.
What?
And if everything I just said made zero sense to you, let me break it down a little bit. So, Vanguard is the company. S&P 500 in basic terms just means the top 500 stocks that they're invested in. So when I said ticker symbol, every single stock has a 3, 4, maybe sometimes 2-letter what we call ticker, and that will allow you to go onto the stock and actually find it in the stock market. In the last year, VOO has had a 17.91% gain, and in the last 5 years, it's had a 110% gain. So in the last video, we went over how 7% could make you huge growth, but in this one ETF, you're looking at 110% growth in 5 years. So that on its own should show you, kind of where I'm going with this. Now, another one I really like recommending is SPY. That ticker is SPY, SPY, but it's the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Again, all of these are above $300. This one's $390.50, but you can always invest fractional shares, like we said, and slowly add to them. This guy, again, has had almost an 18% return in the last year and 110% growth in the last 5 years. So again, this is another example of an ETF that will grow your money exponentially over the long term, even if there's a bunch of little zigzags in the middle along the way. Now, SPXL is a little bit more risky. Their goal is to try to triple their money. So they're doing super risky trades in hopes of tripling their money. Now that's an oversimplified way of saying it, but in essence, that's what they're doing. In the last year, they've only had a 14% return, but in the last 5 years, they've had a 428% return. So they have more than 4 times their money in the last 5 years. So their goal has been reached, just depending on how long you're looking there. Now, those are just 3 of many ETFs or group stocks that you can take a look at. Another approach which I have started taking recently is creating kind of your own ETF or group of stocks. The reason I have such an extensive list of stocks is because what I'm doing is trying to diversify how many things I'm invested in. So instead of investing a ton of money into one stock that could be very volatile, I'm investing a little bit into a bunch of stocks in hopes that each one grows a little bit, and overall I grow a lot.
She's got a point, she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Even if some of those stocks drop in the middle, the overall overarching effect of my stocks is that I'm gaining money overall. So remember to go down below and click on that link to actually start your Robinhood account. That way we both get a free stock. And now you have sort of an idea of what you should start investing into. I'm not telling you should go specifically invest in those 3 ETFs. There's way more stuff out there. Please do your own research. If you have any questions, I can always help you guys out in the comments, or you can leave questions down there that you want me to answer in future videos. But my goal here was just to get you started on the app, take a look at some of what you have in there, and then hopefully see what you could do in the future. And that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because you guys know that helps a lot. And that's it. Have a nice day, guys.